Welcome to this segment on startups and trends in the startup industry. My name is Vida Patil and I live in Silicon Valley, whether I'm in Silicon Valley or outside in any country. Today, startups are the hottest trend and people want to learn about it. Whether you're a student or a corporate employee or a founder or an investor or any other social impact individual, you will certainly be interested in startups because startups provide a scalable model for you to create something and make it available to everyone. What if you were sitting in your lab or in your house and creating the most amazing app and people don't have access to it or people cannot pay for it and avail that service? So, let's talk about the top 3 trends in startups today. The number one trend today in startups is building fast and breaking things. That's the number one trend. If you look at the students today, I coach a lot of student entrepreneurs and they are in high schools and colleges. And some of them are in corporations, but still they have a lot of time and they invest it on building something which is quick, which is readily testable. So this is the number one trend in startups. Build something quickly, test it along the way. So if you are a startup founder, the first trait you need to have is to be able to build something quickly. And how do you build it? Do you spend a lot of time and money on it? No. Just do a small scalable prototype and see if there are people willing to pay for it. This is the number one trend in startups today. What is the number two trend? The number two trend is playing safe. Let somebody else make the mistake. Let them build something. Let them get adoption. Let them target different markets. And then you copy what they have done and do it very well. But when they are launching the product and making the mistakes, you're also doing small experiments on your own and you're observing. So let us take the first two trends and let us look at an example here. Facebook was built in a college dorm, right? Google came out of PhD projects at Stanford, Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Apple and Microsoft, most of them came out of garages. So these are all either college dropouts or students who have built these amazing companies. There is another thing common, if you study Silicon Valley startups enough, founders have a lot of experience in corporations and they believe that in corporation they don't have the freedom to do something amazing. They have to do certain run of the mill stuff to earn their paycheck, which is of course a fantastic paycheck, a six figure or more. In Google, engineers are now making more than 500,000 revenue per annum. So they're doing run of the mill stuff. They're bored, they want to say no to money and they want to go and risk and build something on their own. So they have a lot of experience in terms of technology. So this is another trend which you're seeing, like people with experience from corporations are also building startups. So the first segment is students and college dropouts sitting in their garage or in their spare time. They're doing something and they're doing something fast, quick. And the second trend is people who are slightly late to the market. They're seeing what everyone else is doing, how they're failing, and they go ahead and build something. And the third trend is you're doing amazing work in corporations, you're getting really large paychecks, your boss loves you, you're a lot of experience, or maybe you're bored of your corporate life, you don't want a 9 to 5 life, you want something exciting every day. So you come out of it with all that experience in management, in working with people, in building great technology, and then you create your own startup. So these are the three safe routes you can take today if you want to start something. But the most important point which you need to understand is you need to know your product. What are you building and what does it take to build a product? No matter how good you are in your people skills, unless either you or your teammate knows how to create great products, it is difficult to survive in this startup industry. And another important aspect of startups, which I feel is an important trend, is your ability to change and pivot when there is a pandemic, how do you change and scale your startup, or how do you narrow down and focus on one small thing? Or if you're building X, can you go build Y? If you are a video conferencing startup, can you be an event hosting startup? If you already have an event hosting setup, can you include AR and VR capabilities? If you are a healthcare startup, can you become a telehealthcare startup? So these are some of the things which are very important for startups. So I like to stop here. In the upcoming segments, I will go more into detail about startup trends. If you are a founder, try to find one of these routes, either if you're in college, or whether you're in a corporation, or whether you're someone who has a job and who's thinking about moving out. Do you have the financial discipline? Do you know how to manage your money? Or do you think you can wait and watch others and see what they do and then slowly learn from them and build something which is already tried and tested? So learn about these aspects as you start thinking about your next startup idea, or as you fine tune and polish your current idea. You could be doing a school or college project, it could be your hobby project, but if a lot of people can benefit from that, then that means it is scalable and you can derive value from that, and you can impart value from that. With that, I'd like to close this segment on startup trends. I will try to give more examples, talk and discuss about tools, about skills which are relevant to the industry, how to scale your income based on the industry or based on your gig. We will talk more. We will also have exciting people come and share their insights. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for joining, and until next time, scale and succeed. Thank you.